Wanted to just double check.
Cool.
Smart.
Well, it's after that massive failure the first time around, which was kind of hilarious to watch it with only your guys' video, and I could have just overlaid like some bullshit on top of it, but just for fun, but I don't have that kind of time, so... Okay, that all looks good. Did we get everybody?
Hey, guys!
Hey!
Hey.
Wonderful. Gang's all here.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Yay.
Driving around, solving mysteries. Wait, no, wrong.
Kind of. The camel and stuff.
I was gonna say, yeah, with the camel, I don't know.
We could paint the camel green.
Oh my gosh.
Wait,
Surely the carriage and not the camel. Surely that's the way to
I
do
mean,
it.
yeah. Did I say camel? I meant carriage.
I don't know if Hubert would let you do that or not.
Well,
can't say anything against it.
No, but he could move.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Battle was fine. Green paint, I'm done, I'm out.
he could run back home.
Unfortunately, I don't have any cantrips that can let me do that. With Scanlan of X, the green thing there. I don't have that.
Oh, how she got this green skin.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, that was
Minor
good.
illusion.
Okay, well, we are recording. Everybody's sound is pretty good. Everyone can hear each other, right?
Yep.
Seems
Think
like
so?
it.
Awesome. All right, well, if we're ready, I'm assuming we are.
I think so.
All right. Tiny whimpers before it's like music to my soul. It's good. You guys made it. You're all right. Okay, so
We did. We survived.
You did. You survived. You guys
Somehow.
can have that conversation in about a minute. About that. So
Hold the line.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I did.
It's a little bitter sounding. Oh gosh. All right. So to recap really quickly, you guys are on the hunt for the tomb of the Zealot. You managed to find a map in the study of Atiian the mage, one of the archivists and mages at the Crystal Chateau, and you set out with assistance from Leora, your new friend, I guess, if we could call her that, your little dwarven friend. And you set out across the desert, made some pretty decent survival checks, and came to a bluff where you were then assaulted by a sand monster, and then ran into a couple of Yuan-Tis with 3 giant scorpions at their behest. You did, in fact, hold the line. A couple of you got pretty severely wounded in the process. But the bad guys have been dispatched, and now here you are. Night has fallen. You have made camp. The sand is still kind of in your eyes from the sand elemental when he tried to blind you. You're tired, and you really just want to rest. And you can begin there.
Right.
Did anyone bring a tent?
I didn't.
Let me check my
No.
inventory. No.
Are we doing character intros again, or no?
No, I
Just
don't think
skipping
so.
that?
I think,
Cool.
you guys can just jump right in. You're in camp. You have the ability to rest, set guard if you would like.
Yeah. And it's still night, right?
It is still night. Yes, unfortunately, I do not have a night lighting on this thing, but it
No,
is night.
that's fine. Just making sure I remembered correctly.
Yes. Night had fallen.
And we
You were
built
then
a fire and
attacked.
everything.
Yes, you've built a fire. You can move yourselves around as you would like. Hubert is just going to kind of hang out with you guys. He has nowhere else to go. Sure.
Yeah.
And he's a camel. I don't know what camels think.
I guess wait, do we have to feed him? Wasn't there something where they said we don't have to feed him or something?
There is food in the
There is food.
saddlebag,
Okay.
essentially. Yeah.
Then I guess Hazel will feed Hubert
Okay.
and
You-
make sure he's taken care of.
Okay. You come up to about his knee. So he obliges and bends down and takes the food from your
Aw.
hand and just chomps on it and is looking out, I guess, because again he's a camel. So. But you will need to get a full night's rest if you want to restore hit points and spells. So keep that in mind. And you guys can have conversations, set guard, would do whatever you need to do.
All right. I'm just gonna sit by the fire, and I'm gonna use my mending cantrip to kind of repair the giant gaping hole in my chest piece where I got stabbed with a spear,
Okay.
and repair my shield, all the nicks on the shield and everything.
I'll take first watch if it's going.
I can take second.
I guess I'll take the last one.
And say, I think perhaps you'll better get some rest. Some of you clearly need it. And he just stares like dead eyes at Ulrin. Like, doesn't say it, but just looks at him.
Yeah, Ulrin, are you okay?
I'm fine. I got pretty roughed up last fight. Nothing too bad though. I just need some sleep. I think I'll be alright.
Yeah, you better get some good rest.
Yeah.
I have no problem taking watch. I didn't, take a lot of damage.
I have spell slots I would like to restore, so I like to sleep.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I'm also
Yeah.
out of healing.
Say, I don't look half as bad as I should do. But that's fine. Yeah, I'll take first watch just because getting in and out of armor is a whole kerfuffle.
Yes, it's quite a pain.
Okay. So, are the rest of you then sleeping while he takes watch?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
Sure. All right.
I'm gonna start taking off my armor, and while I'm taking off my armor, I'll kind of chat with Neuraxis for a little bit, and just go up by him and sit down. I don't know. There's probably no logs because this is a desert. Find a rock, I guess, and sit next to him, and just be like, Neuraxis, I noticed some hellish energy coming off of you. Don't know what that was about, but I appreciate the help that you gave me. I wasn't expecting to be stabbed through the abdomen, so I'm glad to have an ally like you.
You take power from your gods, and I take power from mine.
Aye. That's what I like to hear. Don't have a fuss about gods, I just know who my god is. And with that, I'm going to take my rest. And he just kind of leans back and falls asleep.
Just instantly.
Because I had 7 HP last time we left off.
Ooh.
Fair enough.
All right. So Neuraxis is going to take first watch.
Yep.
You get about 2 or so hours in. You hear the wind blowing through the sand. You're able to block some of it, with your bags and your cloaks and everything, but it still stings a little bit. Why don't you go ahead and make a perception check for me?
Sure. I will put out the fire just because I don't really need it, and it's probably avoid attracting things.
Okay.
Is that rolled? Yeah. Yeah. Could have been worse.
Would you get a 10?
Yeah.
Okay. It's quite dark, but the sky is completely clear. And so when you look up, the light from granted you have dark vision, but the light from the stars and kind of the waning moon definitely helps you be able to see, and your high vantage point as well. There are some critters moving around, nothing certainly the size of a giant scorpion. You see maybe the occasional shape of what could be like a whatever the fantasy version of a coyote is. Small animals, but nothing to alarm you.
Yeah.
Okay. Is there anything you wanted to do while you were on watch?
Not particularly. Probably like closes his hand around the like. It looks like a piece of crystal, almost similar to the way Ulrin has his amulet. He just closes his hand around it, whispers something in Infernal during the night.
Okay.
Like a bulwark against the weather and like trying times.
Okay. All right. Your watch ends uneventfully, and then second watch is up.
Yep, that's me.
Okay.
When you get up, he is visibly sagged. Like the extra oomph that was keeping him going has faded away.
Okay, so you're already asleep?
Yeah, pretty messed up.
Okay, good.
Okay.
All right.
So, Alicia, go ahead and, well, again, couple of hours pass by. You were blinded in that last fight.
No,
No,
you're
that's
wrong.
me. That's
That's-
Hazel.
Oh, sorry.
That's
Flip it
Hazel.
around. Sorry about that.
I was blinded. I'm sleeping right now.
There we go. Okay. Sorry about that.
No
It's okay.
problem.
Gosh. All right. So Hubert is still nearby. If you were worried, I know you were feeding him, so he's
Yeah,
moved around a little bit.
Okay. I'll keep an eye on everyone. Maybe I'll like talk like quietly with Hubert about what happened and stuff. But like, not loudly so everyone can still sleep. I'd be like, man, what a day. I saw so many interesting new things today. There were walking rocks and big scorpions and, stuff like that.
I think he knows because he was there the whole time.
Yeah.
He looks in your direction a little bit. I mean, you did feed him, so you have his favor probably just from the way he kind of moves towards you. But he's doing camel things. You do see him start to kind of kneel down in the sand like he's going to sleep. And why don't you go ahead and make a perception check for me?
Okay. That's just a 5.
Okay.
And I don't even have dark vision.
Oh, that's
so-
right, you don't.
Oh,
I
yeah.
was maybe that wasn't such a good idea that I take watch. But oh well, I'm sure it will be fine.
It's dark and there's sand everywhere. That's about
Alright.
what you know. Yeah. And there's this
Got it.
rock in your back that's kind of annoying. So you have to shift a little bit. But yeah, I mean,
Hazel's used to sleeping rough, so
this is true. But your watch does pass uneventfully also as well.
Okay.
You do start to see as you get up and the final watch is taken by Torkel, correct?
Yep.
You do start to see the sky lose that deep, dark blue of a night and start to wane into the very, very beginning of dawn, just the wee hours of the morning. So you guys can switch off. And then, Torkel, as you take watch, immediately I'm going to have you make a perception check.
Oh, right away. Okay. There it is. That's not too bad.
13? Okay.
Yep.
All right. The wind has died down a little bit. There's almost an odd stillness to the air that, compared to everything else you guys have been through while traveling and during the fight, it's a little startling. But you do hear the sound of wheels, maybe. It's far off, and you can't track where it's coming from, but you hear creaking.
Okay.
But for right now, you do
Well,
not see anything.
I'm gonna keep my eyes peeled and try to see where it is.
Okay. About a half an hour of dedicated listening and watching out in your surroundings, you do see some shapes start to move from this direction, from kind of the northeast, or from your vantage point, it would be the northwest, up in here. And it looks like, as you're getting a little bit more light, it looks like a small caravan.
Huh.
They are moving their way through the bluffs and managed to make it to about here. Do you want to...
Here, where?
where I'm pinging.
Where?
There we go.
There it
yeah,
is.
Sorry
Okay.
about that.
I was zoomed in too
Oh,
close.
gotcha.
I didn't
Yeah,
see it.
right about in that area. And they do not seem
okay.
to have noticed you. It is up to you whether you want to let them pass or...
Well, it just looks like normal caravan type. Do they look kind of armed or?
From this
Do we get the-
distance, and because you have the height advantage, you see 2 covered wagons pulled by camels. So there's a camel on each wagon. There looks to be a driver on each caravan, but the wagons are covered and you only see the drivers from this distance. They're humanoid, you figure, and it's hard to tell other than the fact that they're probably wearing either heavy clothes or some kind of armor. It's hard to tell if they're armed or not.
Okay. How close it is to morning?
You are broaching dawn at this point. The sky is starting to turn that kind of purplish yellow as the sun begins to rise. They have not stopped. They are winding their way down. They're starting to head down. I'll ping down in this direction.
Okay.
It's slow moving. It's sand and camels and big heavy wagons, so they don't move that fast.
I'm gonna start waking people up quietly.
Okay.
Because I mean, if it's almost down, it's close to when we would wake up anyway, I guess. So I wake them up one by one quietly, and I say to each of them, nothing to worry about, but there's a caravan down there.
If it's nothing to worry about, why did you wake me up?
Yeah,
Because
I
it's
went to
almost
sleep.
down, and it's nothing to worry about now, but there could be something later, for all I know.
Couldn't you wait till something happened then?
Well, nothing going on so far, but it could be heading the same way we are. Just thought it would be a good idea to keep you all informed.
Do they look suspicious in any way?
Not really, but they look armed.
Alright.
Which is maybe just cautiousness, or it's maybe looking for trouble. You know, like us.
The caravan has kind of made it down to the edge of the map where that kind of rough natural staircase is, and they look to be, again, not stopping and headed kind of easterly from your direction.
Okay, so they're not gonna like climb up and join us. They're keeping on their way.
They don't appear to be, no.
Okay.
They haven't seen us or anything.
Wait, is
they
the
have-
campfire still out? Because they might not. Yeah, no, we're here.
Ooh.
No one said that you lit it, so it's out.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you can now see a little bit better, Torkel. If you look kind of over the cliff, you do see that they are armored and they look to have like short swords at their sides. They look like guards.
Guards.
Well, just to be sure, like after I started waking people up, I'm gonna just move southward,
Okay.
staying more or less out of sight, but just to make sure where they're going, you know.
Okay. Yeah. They have not stopped, and by this point they have gone past your piece of the cliff and have moved on their way. Again, slowly, but they are moving. Nothing else has occurred with them. It seems to have just been, from anything you can gather, it was either travelers or merchants or who knows what, but even if they did spot you, they weren't interested in you.
Can we tell if this is like a common route for traders? Is there like ruts or anything? Or
I was gonna ask.
oh, okay.
How about everybody that wants to look, make a survival check?
All right.
Ooh. 23.
Fireball.
Oh.
Oh,
Damn.
all right.
Garbage. I got an 8.
Okay.
I know
got
all
2.
about training routes, apparently.
Ooh.
No idea
So do
from where.
I.
Nice.
He's good at following people. That's...
Okay, anybody who rolled a 15 or higher, you can tell if you move a little bit further down this way to the cliff where the bad guys had come up actually the night before, stepping over their bodies because they don't just dissolve like in a video game.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, there are still bodies there.
We can say we kicked them down. the
Okay.
cliff, but, yeah.
Sure, a couple vicious kicks and there's now
Drop
dead
them down
bodies.
that hole.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah, you can see, those of you with a 15 or higher, you can see that this is probably either a camping spot or some kind of traveling spot. There are ruts there that you did not notice the night before because of, the fighting.
Yeah.
So they definitely, this is not an uncommon place to see caravans. You're not that far out from Ankarel, and just from general knowledge that you picked up while wandering around in the city, there are other villages in Marquet. It isn't just like desert in Ankarel. So, that could have been a merchant or a trader of some kind or just a traveler.
But next question is, do they usually travel at night?
Well, that was morning, right?
I mean, it's the desert, so maybe, because otherwise it's boiling or freezing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of people travel in the...
I'm sure they
Morning
had their
or-
reasons.
I mean, we travelled here later in the day because it was baking.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they are now out of sight and, like I said, completely uneventful. So,
Cool.
all of you are now up, and you can, if you want to start heading out now, or if you need to make preparations before you head out,
Like breakfast?
yeah, could do that.
Yeah, let's have breakfast, guys.
Oh my gosh.
It is the most important meal of the day.
Refill
true.
your water pouches.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Glorious DM.
Mhm.
I have a question.
Okay.
I have the portent, I am a divination wizard, so I have I can roll 2 times. Should I tell you what I roll so you know that I'm not cheating later?
Oh, your stored rolls.
Yeah, you can tell me.
Or just never mind.
I'm writing it in the chat because it's easier.
That's fine.
It was really good.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Yeah,
That is really good.
that is. And just
Unless
remind
Use it
me.
for an enemy roll, and then it's really bad.
Yeah, and just remind me, what does that do again?
So before, if it's before I make an ability check, attack, or I think saving throw too, I can say that I use this roll.
Okay, so you have
Yeah.
stored
And I can
rolls.
also-
Okay.
Yeah, I can also force someone else to have that roll. I think I can force enemies. I used it last time,
That's right, you did.
but
Yep.
I have to use it before they roll. I can just
Ba-
roll and then
Basically,
it's not like luck.
she saw these rolls coming in the future, but she gets
Yeah.
to decide when. It's kind of
When to
it's
deploy
when,
them.
when it's coming.
Okay.
You can help us or hurt them.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right. Well, very
Cool.
good. That's good. All right. That's great. Wow.
Let's see.
Okay.
Yes,
So,
any attack roll, saving throw, ability check by you or any creature you can see.
So I can
Pretty,
do it for my
I'm good.
friends
You
too.
could do it for basically any of us, unless we're
Yeah.
like behind you.
It is real good.
Yeah.
yeah, that's awesome.
Divination spells aren't good, but
They
Oh,
actually
sorry.
made divination and abjuration really good in this edition. I'm happy.
Abjuration's OP.
So we knew we were lost. Well, we knew we were off course and we knew we needed to head, was it south to get back onto the path?
don't
Yes,
remember.
I recall so. Yeah.
I wrote it down somewhere. It might be missed.
Yeah. The last survival check was a little wonky. So.
Yeah, I'm really sorry, guys. The desert's confusing me. There's no trees or anything. I'm really not used to so much sand, you know.
I hate sand.
Gets in the scales. It's like
It's everywhere.
I'm not used to sand either, to be honest.
it sticks in the
Rocks,
book
yes,
pages.
but sand. I guess there's like sand is kind of like little very tiny rocks, but yeah, it's not the same.
Okay, so as you gather your things up, you get Hubert ready to go. So this is slightly a leading question, but do you cover up evidence of the fact that you were there?
Yeah.
What,
Yes.
like, put the
Yeah.
fire out? And,
Yeah, put the fire out and dust our tracks.
Yeah.
Throw the bodies in a pit.
Yeah. Yeah. Are we in the same spots again? I'll drive and Hazel will route plan and
Like,
Talk
we
will
know
point his
there
gun out the
might
back.
be other people out there looking for this guy, and that's why Torkel was kind of a bit paranoid about that caravan.
Oh, I see. If they're from the chateau trying to screw with him.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true.
Oh yeah, we should probably get going. He's like dehydrating in a cave.
Oh yeah!
Tortured
So
or
first we're gonna finish our breakfast, and then we're going to go
And then it's second breakfast.
he can wait.
I mean, I don't think it's dehydrating. There is water on that map.
Okay, good.
He could be very hungry, though.
Hey, I do not have a high intelligence. No one will ever accuse me of that.
Well, I do. So.
Oh, don't worry. There are all kinds of things you can eat out in the wild, like, you know, scorpions, lizards.
Halflings.
Oh, wow.
And it feels like Hazel like thinks about it, but not in any way insulted. She just like thinks about it as that it was like a serious proposal. It's like, I guess that would work too. Like as in she didn't at all like seem insulted by it or something. It was just like an honest, I guess that's true.
I do wonder about that because they're different species, so it's not cannibalism.
Oh god.
You have a point.
Sometimes you worry me, friend.
Okay, off the rails, off the rails. As entertaining as that was. All right, so let's determine you guys are in the same marching order you were the day before?
Yeah.
Neuraxis
I
is
don't
driving
remember
the-
what it was, but sure.
Neuraxis is driving the cart. I believe Hazel was on Hubert.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
sitting on the camel.
Okay.
I'm inside reading.
Okay, in the cart. Olrin.
Right.
I'm a passenger seat.
Okay, and Torkel.
Whatever.
I think you were on the jump seat in the back.
Yeah, you were on the back.
Yeah, right.
Watching
So
Okay.
you're
it.
pointing your gun out the back in case anything came
Watching
after us.
watching the rear.
There you go.
Watching our backside for
Watching the
security
back door for
purposes.
security.
Yes, exactly.
Nice. Okay. So you guys pack up, clean up, and get ready to set off. Hazel, did you want to lead the charge on the survival checks again?
I'll give it my best shot.
All right. I need you to.
Ah, yes, it's a 19 plus survival 4.
Oh, snap!
Damn.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very, very
All right.
That is what we needed.
That's awesome. So you.
2 19s in a row. Nice.
That is awesome. Yeah. So looking at the map again, which is again more detailed than the one that, and I'm actually going to switch you guys back over to that map here.
Woo.
There we go. Looking at the map again, realizing that the ruts you see from these kind of well-worn tracks that again look like people have come through here recently, including that caravan, you realize you need to go in the opposite direction of the tracks. And common sense would also tell you that this cave somewhere is probably not going to be in a highly populated area, otherwise it would have been found ages ago.
Yeah.
So, right. So you start going the opposite direction. You do some tracking as the sun rises. You start keeping an eye out for any landmarks that appear on this map. You guys travel for about
Couple trees.
or something, or any kind of craggy area that looks like this might be the beginning of this rock formation.
Yeah.
You do start to notice cliffs in the distance, but
Especially if we hear the sound of water, that could be a good sign.
right.
Yeah. I see like the trees at the entrance there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That is
you're
pretty
looking
weird when it
for
does it.
you're looking for all of this, and you do see cliffs in the distance. But with the heat of the day, and it is getting hot very quickly, and the way the air is shimmering, it's almost impossible to tell how far off you are.
Yeah.
I'm going to have you make one more survival check, and this will
Okay.
determine how close you get.
Can I, before she does that, cast guidance on her?
Yeah.
Ooh. Guidance on the guide. That's good.
What does that do again?
You get a extra D4 on ability checks.
Okay. That is, I'm not lying, there's another 23. I rolled an 18 and a 1 on the guidance.
Nice.
Damn.
Nice.
Helps so much.
This-
Thank you!
yes, that 1 point. No, you do realize you are actually closer to the cliffs than you had originally thought. It's probably going to take another, you've traveled 4 hours, you set off at dawn, so math is hard. If you can get to those, you could probably reach those cliffs by very, very late afternoon or early evening. And it looks to be the ones on the map.
Cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
I let everyone know about that.
Okay. So you keep traveling. It's very hot. Those of you who exposed, you will want to make sure that you are consuming water or you're going to start suffering some exhaustion. So just keep that in mind too.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
Okay.
extremely hot. And you are beyond the fact that there are cliffs and rocks and the occasional strange, like almost cactus looking thing. You don't see anybody. You, again, see critters, but they scatter the minute you get near them.
Critters?
And, yeah.
Yeah, every time you see critters,
Yeah.
you make a bunch of
They're everywhere. We are an army. We are legion.
We are.
We are. That's true. You see, nothing unexpected. And you're okay with that considering the night before's events. No signs of snake people, and the closer you get to the cliffs, Hazel, you immediately realize, especially from your vantage point on Hubert, that definitely, yes, these are the cliffs that Atiian had marked on his map.
Ooh. I turn around excited and yell, Naraxis, I think that's it!
What? Where? Oh, okay.
The thing from the map from the room! See those trees over there? She's just like waving her arms through the air.
Like he's just staring into the heat shimmer with no idea. Like, yeah, sure, we'll point it that way. Turns to the camel and just trusts Hazel.
Go, Hubert, go!
Kick Hubert into a camel gallop. Oh, gosh.
And meanwhile, I'm in the back and I'm like, thank the gods, it's hotter than in a forge.
You do see as you approach, it's going to take a few hours still, but there is the sound of water. There are trees. Unfortunately, my map does not show palm trees, but they kind of look like that. Yeah. This is an oasis, basically.
Ooh.
And
Cool.
yeah, but it is way out in the middle of the desert. And all of you can look. I won't make you roll for it. You are the only things around. So it's removed from all well-worn travel paths. So we will actually, for the sake of the momentum of the game, we will move you forward to the point where you reach this part of the map. So as you look at the map and you look at what's in front of you, there's a huge cliffside. There's water running down off of the cliff, and there looks to be a path inside of this valley, essentially, that you could work your way into.
Cool.
Well, I'm guessing this is what this means.
Who has the map, by the way?
I think...
Did I have it in my hands and look at it while I was tracking, or did
I would
would've
think
been.
so,
makes
yeah.
sense.
Yeah.
You were the one who retrieved it, so... And
Okay.
you're the tracker, so that makes sense.
Okay,
Yep.
so once we stop the wagon or something, I'll show it to everyone and be like, see guys, those are those trees.
Yay!
I point to them.
And it's a rough map. There, he definitely didn't show you the vastness of the oasis. It's quite large. And there are more trees here than just 2. Like, enter here. That's not really how that works. But there is definitely water. And as you guys get closer, Hubert actually begins to take off on his own, like towards the water.
Towards the water.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Seriously.
So
That's the camel,
I have
guys.
no problem with that.
Yeah, so we're just riding into the water on a wild camel.
We're
Straight down the waterfall. He just jumps.
I
It's
mean,
alright. I have
he's
vehicles
probably gonna
land.
stop at the edge.
Yeah.
I hope.
This I am trained for. We'll be fine.
he does get a little ways into the oasis. If no one's going to stop him, he gets a little ways into there and stops stops at this rock formation. And looks to be waiting because he's kind of hitched. He can't really...
Yeah.
He can't really go anywhere.
Trust the camel, so...
Yeah, so I guess we'll
Yeah.
get off and unhitch.
Yeah.
You can lead a camel to water, but you
Let
cannot
him
make it
drink,
drink.
and I'm gonna drink too.
Okay, if you unhitch him, he will go over to kind of the backside of the pool
Okay.
and start drinking. What would you like to do at this point?
Fill up the water flask
Yeah.
that we have with new water.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
drink too.
Can I look
first-
around?
Yeah, what are you
Yeah,
looking
just-
for?
I mean, is this like a cave or is this like what looks like a carved out sort of like Grand Canyon kind of deal, or is this like is there a roof over us while we're in here, or is it like open to the sky?
It's
and, like-
open to the sky. Oh boy, what would this... You, with your dwarven knowledge of stone, right?
Like it's natural, or is it like...
It's definitely natural. Gosh, I don't know what that check would be. What the heck?
it would be a history check, right?
Okay.
On stonework
That
or
was my
something.
first
Something that dwarves,
thought.
like, it's a dwarven
Yeah.
ability.
What is
Yeah.
stone cunning?
Okay.
Yeah, stone cunning.
That was it. Thank you. Yeah, go ahead. Actually, both of the dwarves make a history check.
The dwarves.
The Russian and Scottish dwarves.
Ooh, okay. And we get advantage on this, right? Because
I do believe so, yes.
stone. Oh, that's better. Not 18.
Okay. Torquil?
Oh, you also double your proficiency bonus.
Oh, snap. There you go.
So
Whenever you make the check related to the origin of stonework, you're considered proficient in the history skill and add double your proficiency.
Nice. Yeah, for some reason, Roll20 deleted all my features and traits under my character sheet. So,
Oh, no.
because I was looking for it, and I'm like, where the hell?
If you mouse over the exclamation point at the bottom, it tells you can click
Yeah,
the
it's-
gear up there, and in the general options, that's the one to the right. There's an option you can change to simple, like features and traits.
Oh,
It's,
okay.
They
Yeah,
put it
it's
to
huge.
compendium compatible. If you put that back to
Oh,
simple,
okay.
it's gonna
So-
bring everything back.
I'll just have to refill it out. I have another app on my phone that I have all my character stuff, so it's all good.
Well, it should bring everything back like it was. Like I just switched it from compendium to simple, and everything was back there.
Oh, nice. Oh, no, it didn't work.
Oh, no.
Oh,
That's all right. That's fine. Go
Okay,
ahead.
so what were the totals?
I got 20.
Okay. Torquil, what did you get? Torquil, did we lose him?
What?
Well, what did you roll? I'm sorry.
what did
For the
I
history check.
Oh, I had to roll too.
Yeah, both
Yeah.
dwarves.
Oh,
Yep. Sorry.
okay.
You don't have to if you don't want to.
I mean,
missed
yeah.
out on that.
This is D&D. There's free will.
Yeah.
Is
Well,
it?
I mean,
Charm person.
after I'm done drinking and all that, the thing I was gonna do would be to look for signs of, some mage passing through.
Okay.
Not really interested about the stonework and all that stuff.
Okay, so you're
I was
looking
just interested.
more for tracks. Okay, let's do Ulrin's first. So Ulrin, with that really good score, this
thank
is definitely a spot that it's very old, and this is probably erosion from water that had existed a long, long time ago. There is still water, but you get the feeling that this is probably Marquet maybe wasn't all sand. Like you can just tell from the cliff sides, from the lines, the striation lines on the stone, that there had definitely been water here at some point.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's old. And then with Torkel, what were you looking for? I'm sorry.
Signs of recent passage, since we're looking for that mage dude who has been through
Okay.
here.
Okay, survival check for you.
Wow.
Okay,
We're rolling pretty good.
you are. That's great.
Don't say it.
Don't say anything. There are tracks here. They have been either through purposeness or from the sand. They have been largely erased.
Yeah.
There is more stone here than sand, so that's one helping and two not helping. So, but you do see signs of activity here.
Okay.
Yeah. And you go ahead, sorry.
I walk over to Alicia and I show her the map, and I point out to her the text that it says at the bottom, like the notes from the guy, and I like ask her if she like can do anything with that, because it says like magical barrier, and maybe she knows something about it.
I was going to ask if I could do a detect magic.
Yeah, pointing at the cave, or
it says magical barrier hiding entrance ? Okay, can I do detect magic to see if I find that magical barrier?
yes, you have to. Yeah, what's the range on that?
30 feet. So it's a concentration spell, so I can just like walk around.
Okay, great.
Just walk around the cave.
It's like a magic radar. That's the best.
Like those people who walk around with those metal detectors.
Yeah, you can definitely cast that. Absolutely.
Yeah. Just cast up to 10 minutes. So
up to 10 minutes. All right. So you see Alicia like hold her hands out and begin to walk around, and she's very intently focusing on something no one else can see. You do get a faint glimmer of magic about at the very end of your range, directly down into the cave.
From the waterfall, you mean?
Yes, there is. If you look over the edge of that, it's a cave, definitely. Yeah. Yeah, it's pitch black. You cannot really see anything. And he did mark that he believed it was about 50 feet down.
I have 60 feet dark vision.
Okay, so
I'm a gnome. I think it's 60 feet. I'm a gnome.
Yeah, it's 60 feet. Yeah, the standard is 60 feet.
Yeah,
as
I have dark vision.
You look down and you kind of hold your hands out and try to detect magic. There is something, again, right at the edge of that range, that 30 feet, but it is not whole.
Oh.
It looks like, it almost, as you look down, you see what looks to be some kind of almost lattice work that's been broken. Like magical lattice work, and it's been fractured.
Would make sense if he went through. I say to myself, without explaining anything else to the other guys. I'm just talking to myself. Hey guys, there is something down here. Magic. Ooh. I think he went through here.
If I go over, can I see anything at the 120 feet of dark vision, or is it still just like
There is a bottom about 65 or 70 feet down.
Okay.
There's a bottom there, but there seems to be no light source. And it's solid from what you can tell, but there is water running down, and it's weird because the water doesn't go all the way down to the floor. It bends into the rock.
That is weird.
It bends into the rock.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh.
Does anyone have any climbing gear or something?
I mean, I've got a rope. If anyone has pythons, we might have a way down.
We have that rope of climbing, right?
We have a
yeah.
climbing.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We totally have that.
In the bag of holding. Yeah.
So what, do we tie it?
It's 60 foot only, so
I mean, we can drop 10 feet.
yeah.
Yeah.
We can.
How do we go back
Some
up?
of us, that's a big drop, but yeah.
All right.
Some of us.
Alternative,
true,
we can tie
Tyler.
another rope to the bottom.
Yeah.
Is that better?
Yeah.
Because if we tie it onto that like little rock and chuck it down, and then just go.
I will say that if you do that, you will be climbing directly into the water, and it will make the climbing harder. You will all have to make athletics checks to do that.
That is
But-
a fair point. Do we have anywhere else to anchor it though? Oh wait,
There
tie
are-
it to the cart. That's got to be heavy enough.
Could do that. There are other rocks around that pool. It's a fairly large pool, too. There are other rocks there that look like they would be sturdy.
There's also pythons or pittons or whatever those are called.
Yeah.
I have some of those. That you can
Oh,
like
that's
nail
good.
into the ground and tie stuff to.
That's gonna
Yeah.
make life easier.
Yeah, I was gonna say don't tie it to the cart. It's not gonna work.
Yeah.
Please don't tie it to the cart.
The cart
Well,
just falls in with
if
us.
if we remove the wheels first, but yeah,
The rope
I
of
think
climbing...
the pythons or whatever is probably best.
Yeah,
The
Yeah.
rope of climbing does hold 3,000 pounds.
Holy
Oh,
crap.
good.
yeah, but still,
That's
Yeah.
beefy.
Just a consideration. Just something else to throw out there.
yeah.
It's made of
Yeah.
silk and it can hold 3,000 pounds.
It's a rope
Yeah,
of
it's
climbing, man.
magic.
Yeah.
It's magical.
Magic, yeah.
A
Some of
wizard
us are
did it.
pretty
That's
light,
the-
though.
Right.
I don't think we'll pass that much weight.
Yeah.
Yeah, how do we
probably
want to
Just
do
saying.
this? Do we want heaviest down first so that if it's coming loose at all, the lighter people get down? Or do we want to work up and gradually test it with heavier and heavier people?
I was gonna say I should go first because magic.
Okay, yeah, actually, that's a good point.
not. Because magic.
Yeah.
Because
Always
magic.
a good point.
But
Seems like a good argument to me.
Yeah.
I was gonna suggest that I climb down first and do an Arcana check on the barrier thing that was destroyed to see if I learn anything more from it.
All right.
Do you want me to lower you down rather than just dropping the rope in case touching the barrier is the bad thing?
Yeah, that was another thing I was gonna suggest it, but yeah, that would be really smart.
Okay.
Okay. All right, so you get onto the rope, Alicia, and Neuraxis kind of starts to lower you down. You do know that it's about 30 feet down. It was at the very edge of your spell range.
Yeah.
So you'll want to stop before you get there.
Yeah, I'll stop it like
Okay.
I'm really small, so I can stop like just a couple of feet above it.
Yes, that'll work. I'm picturing you like full on Indiana Jones, like hanging off the rope, one hand out, just. And the nice thing is about the rope of
Mission
climbing,
Impossible.
as long as you are not going against something that would, I guess, rough terrain like water, you don't have to make athletics checks because it is
Ooh,
magical,
nice.
which is
Yeah,
helpful.
it is really good.
Yes.
Yes, I have -3 to athletics.
Oh,
Oh,
goodness.
Oh,
That
Jesus.
would be bad. Okay.
I mean, you weigh less than my armor, so I could carry you down.
Yeah.
Okay, so you get down. The minute you get down into this cavern, it smells, of course, like water and algae. The walls are on this side where you're climbing, not smooth, but there was definitely possibly more water there at one point. And as you get down to where you can see that barrier, you're still holding your detect magic up.
Yeah, I haven't
Okay.
cast any other concentration spells, and if it's
Okay.
still under the 10 minutes, so yeah.
It is, yes. But you're getting close. So you get down to a couple of feet above this blue-green lattice work that is... It's almost like an electric line that's been cut, and it's sparking and giving off fractures and pieces of magic. and you feel your hair stand on end, but there is a big enough hole in it that all of you, including Noraxis, could get down through there. He might have to do a little shimmying, but you could probably pass through without touching the edges.
Yeah.
But it is still active.
Okay, can I do an Arcana check to see if I learn anything more?
Absolutely. So go ahead and roll that.
That was a 16 plus 6 is 22.
Snap, you guys are rolling great today. This is good. Okay.
Yeah.
That
Now
is...
we're rolling great.
Yeah,
We're
for
all
now.
gonna roll
For
terrible
now.
when we're in combat.
That is extremely old magic. It's very old warding magic that would have taken a powerful mage to break.
Oh
It's
god.
it's beyond your level to break that
Does-
barrier.
Can I
That
just
doesn't mean much considering our level.
Well,
But
yeah,
like, I'm so like, I can't remember the word. Enthusiastic or like, not proud, but in awe of the like spells and the magic. I'm like, I want to learn from the person who broke this barrier. That kind of feeling, I guess. I
Inspired.
don't know. Yeah, yeah. Thank you. Inspired.
can you remind me, what is it that Detect
Language.
Magic tells you? Is
It
it
can
just
tell.
where stuff is?
Magic can tell you the. I had it written down. You see a faint aura around any visible creature, object, blah, blah, and you learn its school of magic, if any.
Fair enough.
Saturation.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a ward. Probably.
It's a ward, so it's
right.
like-
Yeah.
It's a ward. Yeah, it was
It's
definitely purposefully placed. It's powerful magic, and you. It's not hard to figure that you wouldn't want to just hit that, like run into it without knowing it's there.
So thank God I did that.
Is the rope
Yo.
having any negative effects getting close to the barrier?
No, doesn't seem to be. Doesn't seem to be. And you, I mean, you're very small. You could pass through that hole very easily.
I would like to like get Narcissus to like get me up again so I could tell the others what I learned.
Okay.
Before we go down again,
Yeah,
so
sure.
they know that they should avoid it by all means.
All right.
Don't touch the sides. Got it.
Don't touch the sides.
Yeah.
Good
don't-
thing most of us are so small.
Yeah.
Yep.
I just like sigh, like hold my tail under my arm to make myself smaller.
Don't worry, Noraxis, you'll be fine.
Well, and remember, you're the only one who can see it.
I
Oh,
No,
Yeah.
see that?
Oh.
Oh god.
So,
So we need you at the bottom looking up to warn us on the way down.
Oh boy.
yeah, and you are very close. You are at the end of Detect Magic. You will need to cast it again if you want to see it.
Yeah. But it's worth it because it's just a second level spell. Just I say, I have only second and third level.
Is it a ritual, or do you have to use a slot?
No, I can do it a ritual, yeah.
But that takes.
Oh.
Might as well.
That takes time.
Yeah, it takes an hour,
Doesn't it?
doesn't it?
I am
I
not
think
sure.
it's a spell.
It's 10 minutes over the
10 minutes?
normal casting time.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
No,
Not a
casting time.
big
it's
deal.
actually- so
I
that's
mean,
not. You could lower me down. Now stay at the bottom, do the ritual, and then start lowering you guys down and shout.
that might be safer than magical laser death.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah, some Mission
There-
Impossible.
There's possibility of danger at the bottom though. Oh.
Yeah.
I can handle
No.
myself. I'm a big girl.
Not while you're doing a ritual though.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh,
what if we
that's
send
true.
the two small people down that have the
Yeah.
least chance of hitting the
I
sides?
was actually also gonna
Yeah.
suggest that
Yeah, that.
Yeah, I can-
Smart,
can- keep watch
Yeah, I
over you while you do the ritual.
Yeah, and if you get right, like after me, if you go like we go down together.
Yeah, you guys can go.
Don't-
Yeah.
We don't take much space.
You still weigh less than me. It'll be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's the plan.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So the two of
Send
you.
the small people first.
Okay.
Yeah.
The two of you get lowered down. You manage to get through the kind of this odd lattice work with
As we
some guidance.
Yeah.
go down, can I just look what's the deal with the waterfall? Like,
Sure.
Is
Yeah.
it just like flowing over the barrier, or is there like a cave behind it where the water flows into or something?
It is dark down here. You do not have dark vision.
Oh yeah, true. No man.
You can hear it, but you still have your senses. You can hear it. Definitely not hitting the bottom. And after you get about, let me do math here. You were 30 feet down. I know, right? After you get another 10 or 12 feet down, you don't hear the water anymore. Like,
Do you ask
just,
me
it
if I
doesn't
know?
go past you, I shouldn't say. It doesn't go, yeah.
So it flows somewhere else, I guess.
Hazel, do you ask me if I see it? Because I have dark vision.
Oh yeah, Elijah, do you see the water?
Yeah, I see the water.
I think it's just gone.
Yeah, as you look, Alicia, you do see that the water is like frickin' air bending into the rock.
The water's
And it's-
airbending.
It's flowing. It's continuously flowing, but it's like it's cycling through the rock.
Oh.
It's very weird.
It's weird.
Yeah.
It's super weird. Yeah, water doesn't work like that normally.
Magic.
Yeah, a wizard did it again. This is all. This whole thing.
I wouldn't know anything about it, would I? Like history, arcana, anything like that. I wouldn't know anything. Or is it
I mean,
survival?
you could do, yeah, there's a couple of different ways you could do it. If you wanted to detect whether that is probably pretty obviously magic, you could do that. You could do an arcana check.
I can do an arcana check because I want to save my spells.
Okay.
So, 21.
Okay. That is another. You don't recognize what is doing this other than obviously it's not natural. And you do start to notice there is a faint glimmer of magic around the edges of the water that's going straight into the rock. And something has a spell or some kind of maybe artifact has caused this to happen. But
Stay away from the. Yeah.
out of your depth of knowledge, yeah.
I just shout, stay away from the water too if you can, or the end of the water. It's my what?
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
Hubert's been drinking that. Don't tell us that now.
He'll be fine.
Wait, we've all been drinking from it,
Yeah.
haven't we?
Yeah. The top
No.
part of it was fine. It's just the rock thing of the water. The
All right,
bottom.
don't drink the rock water.
Top tip.
Okay.
All right. You do reach the bottom, and the ground here is soggy. So the water had definitely been flowing there at some point. And actually, Alicia, only in this point, as you look, the walls, everything down here is just almost saturated with water. But as you look down, there is a tunnel in front of you that's decently large, probably about 20-foot ceilings. It's about 10 feet across. And it's made out of the same rock as the cliffs above you.
Yeah. I guess I'm just starting to prepare the ritual
Okay.
and do a detect magic as a ritual.
Okay.
I'll keep watch as much as I can without really seeing anything, so people keep sending me to dark places.
I think the worst part is I don't really have good passive perception either.
Oh
So
gosh.
this is
No,
going
my
great.
passive perception is 12 if that helps, and I guess all I can do is listen.
Okay. All right. So you're going to start casting the ritual. Hazel, why don't you go ahead and make a perception check as you keep watch, because this takes 10 minutes and 6 seconds. So.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's a 2. That's a 2.
Okay.
And that's a 4. That's a 4 altogether. Yeah. I'm the best
Oh.
guard, guys.
It is dark. It stinks like mold. You don't like it down here.
It's kind of icky.
It
But
is
I'll,
kind of, yeah.
I'll do my best. Like I have like my bow at the ready. Or I guess a dagger would make more sense if something were to come out of the shadows also.
Okay. All right. So you're waiting. Alicia, how do you cast your rituals? Do you just get into your book and cast it?
Yeah, I just
All right.
sit down on the ground. I just sit down on the ground with a book in my lap and like, yeah.
It's squishy. I mean, it's gross, but yeah, you can do that.
I
Probably
don't
make
care.
fancy symbols and stuff.
I'm just doing it.
Okay, you cast the ritual. What are the three up top doing?
I'm just kind of watching
Waiting.
around the cave.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like awkwardly trying to avoid the conversation about what happened during the fight. It's just lots of like,
Yeah.
All right.
It's just like.
Hubert.
so spears her.
Oh, my feelings.
Oh my goodness. As you guys are being awkward, Hubert wanders over to you and just kind of stands there. The water does not seem to have hurt him. If there was a concern, he seems to be fine. And then he wanders around the cart a little bit. He's not really doing anything. And as you do hear her, about 10 minutes pass, Alicia. Nothing happens.
Oh, thank God.
I thought about that. Hazel, you are overwhelmed by the fact that this whole cave smells like mold. It's just awful. And
Jesus.
Alicia, you do manage to then again see the barrier above you.
Hey guys, you can start to come down now. I'll shout or something if you're getting closer.
After you, gentlemen.
Who's going first?
I'm gonna go.
All right. It is a big enough hole for a dwarf to pass through, although you're broad, so you might want to squeeze your shoulders in just a little bit. Just don't go full fetal, but just a little squish.
Well, I'm not that broad for a dwarf because low con.
True.
But, yeah.
But yeah, just and there's that you do feel as you get down close to where she said the barrier is, as she's guiding you, you do feel that strange like static electricity, your hair and your beard kind of crackling with energy, and it almost makes you freeze up for a second, but she is guiding you down and telling you, you only have a few more feet to go, you can do this type of thing.
Yeah.
This to the left. This
And
to the
then
right.
I start puffing because of the humidity and stuff.
Yeah, you're huffing and puffing all the way down.
Don't make that much movement.
Not the beard. You do manage to get through and down to the ground, no problem. Ulrin, you're next.
All right.
Okay. Same kind of thing. You can be guided down. You will want to make sure none of your weapons are touching. So again, you'll just have to. This is more, narrative stuff, anyways. To get down, and then we have the Dragonborn left. You are going to have a little more difficulty. Yeah.
Well, equally, the thing of weapons sticking out. I've got massive grates.
Send down the weapons first, and then.
I was gonna say before I go down, I could put the stuff in the bag of holding. Like I was putting my warhammer in there because it's like that's a little bit big, and my shield in there.
Okay.
So
that's probably a good idea.
My greatsword is like taller than the dwarves. So.
Yeah. Because my warhammer is like almost the same size as me.
That'll work. That will prevent you from having to make any kind of check. So yeah,
you can get in the bag of holding and ask Hubert to throw you down.
No, don't do it!
No.
There's actually enough air for one person to breathe for like 10 minutes in there.
Yeah, but can you imagine me getting back out of the tiny top of the bag? That's horrifying.
But yeah, that's some Guillermo del Toro shit right there. Let's not do that.
Yeah, it is.
When he's half in and half out. So it's like...
Jeez. So you can put all of that equipment in the bag of holding for your climb down. You do have to, Alicia, kind of get him to like turtle his neck a little bit and tuck his feet up some so that he can almost like ball in and then crawl down, but you're strong enough that you can do that. And the rope of climbing is definitely what's aiding you there. As you all manage to get down, Alicia, your spell fades, and you are now all in this cavern that seems to extend even further than Neuraxis's dark vision. Just, it goes on.
Cool, that's a long way.
Yeah.
Does anyone have a light, maybe?
Oh, yeah.
I take out the drift globe.
Okay.
Thank you.
Also,
Boing.
you remember to take the rope down with us, because we can tell it to unfasten itself and stuff like that. So we get the rope
Yeah, is
down.
that how it works? Can we just be like, hey, go attach to that point there? Okay.
Yeah,
just
it
making
says
sure.
if you tell the rope to you can also tell the rope to fasten itself securely to an object or to unfasten itself.
All right.
Not
That's
or unknot
so
itself,
magical.
coil itself,
That
or
Also, remember, too, in the future, should anything happen to it, it actually has an AC and hit points.
yeah,
So,
at his point.
yeah, it can be destroyed. It has an AC of 20 and it has 20 hit points. So, it's hard to hit, but, yeah.
It regains hit points every 5 minutes. So,
that is some magic rope, I can't lie.
That is a very magical rope. Holy crap.
All right. So you guys are now down at the bottom. Torkel has brought out this softly glowing little orb of light that is allowing you guys to all see a little bit better. Like Alicia had saw earlier, the cave is in fact made out of the same rock as above. And there are very evident tracks here. There are footprints in the mud. They look fairly heavy. You recall that Atiian is a half-orc, so that could be him, possibly. But there are also other footprints.
Oh.
Could I try to determine what type of creature maybe has made them?
Survival check.
Okay.
This is when we find out it's not a half-orc, and we're completely lost.
This is the wrong dungeon, guys.
Your princess is in another castle. Yeah.
Oh,
The one is definitely a booted, larger humanoid. It's a fair reason to think that might be him. And they're not that old. They're maybe 2.5 to 3 days old. Oh no, I take that back. Sorry, 4.5 to 5. Sorry about that. And the other tracks are very familiar to you. They look like several legs
and tails.
and tails.
Give me my sword. Give me my sword. Open the
Yeah,
bag.
I've
Give me
already
my sword.
got it. I gave it to you as soon as we hit bottom.
I take out my small dagger. I just
Yeah.
Okay. There is
dagger and spellbook in hand.
one.
I'm grabbing my gun and shield.
Okay. There is one
I'm
way
readying my bow.
forward. All right.
Not again.
One way forward, and that's it.
Ooh, yay.
Yep.
We send Neuraxis in front because he has the best dark vision.
Yeah,
Okay.
so
Yeah.
crack my neck, heft the sword onto the shoulder, and just set off. Like,
I'm
this
walking
this
right
stuff
behind-
I'm good at. Like,
I'm walking right behind him, which means you can see me between his legs.
Okay. And then what's the rest of the marching order?
I guess I'll go after. There's only one path, like the other side's dead.
One
end.
path. You could go.
Yeah. How
Um,
wide it is?
It's about 10 feet wide. You could go two
Oh,
abreast
okay.
if you wanted to. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, I'll
so,
just walk
Okay.
close to Narak, close to the front.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll
'Cause I want to be close.
be in
to-
the back.
Okay. So you guys are moving forward, Neuraxis, as you focus on what is ahead of you. And all of you in this instance, that smell of water is extremely strong. It's almost briny in a way.
Nice.
Yeah, it smells like a sea.
SeaWorld.
Yep, it's like a seaport. Yep. There's an orca somewhere down here, and that's your final boss.
Yes.
You have to fight a whale.
huge giant crab.
Now it's time to free Willy.
Oh my god!
Oh,
Aw.
nice.
Sorry,
That's fucked up, dude.
it's early.
That's amazing. No, I love it.
Torkel has a gun. He's just stood on the side, just shooting it.
I'm like crying. It's like
The STDs, eating halflings and killing whales.
Heck yeah.
oh my god, you guys. Oh, it's the best thing ever. Okay, so you do
We have
manage
the T in our name for a reason.
That's true.
Yeah.
Terrible,
Yeah.
that's true, yeah. Oh gosh. All right. So as you start to slowly move forward, the mud is squelching under your boots. It's damp and cold down here. And you're starting to feel like, oh, we probably are headed in the right direction, but this is uncomfortable to say the very least, because you are bottlenecked.
Yeah.
As you start to get a little further, Neuraxis, you do see the edge of a door
Ooh.
ahead of you. It's still at the very edge of your vision. You've moved, 30, 40 feet ahead. At the very edge of your vision is the outline of some kind of doorway or barrier, or you're not sure what, because it is still rather dark, and that drift globe only emits so much light.
Yeah. Is it like closed? I assume.
It is. There is an angle to it.
Uh,
Yeah, it is not flat into the wall, which is why it's easier to see it. It is definitely angled.
Hmm.
So as you continue to move forward, the sound of water fades. You hear drips. You occasionally kick a small rock, but nothing gets your attention until you're within about 40 feet of the door. And you all can see this now. There was a camp here at some point. There was the remains of a fire. There are a lot of tracks. The tracks that you were following that were all headed one direction are now scattered everywhere. They circled. They went in various ways. What you have come to in this cavern, where it's now opened up, there's a campsite, and there is a jar door. It's a big stone round door.
huh.
To the
Hazel,
tricks. So, yeah. Yes.
you're small and quiet. Oh wait, you can't see in the dark. God.
Oh, halflings.
You can take the drift globe, though.
Yeah, but that's kind of
sneaking
visible.
might be a problem.
Why?
Oh well, we'll just kick the door in. Let's do this.
Yeah.
I just wanted to see if the tracks did look like there was a fight there or something in the camp, or just like lots of people going through, or did it look like a fight?
Okay. Why don't you all make survival checks? Since you're all looking, yeah.
Just 10.
15.
Ooh, heck yeah.
12.
Okay.
21.
What?
Oh,
Snap.
Dude, I'm so survival. Like, I don't even know, man.
I'm feeling some speed and aggression breaching clear through this door. Like,
Torkel, what did you get? Did my audio just cut out?
yours didn't.
Oh, what the heck?
Torkel?
Torkel,
Bueller.
Torkel.
Is he,
we lost the ration.
is he muted? Oh no.
Oh.
Someone ping him.
Torkel.
Come
We're all
back.
just held in suspense. Like,
I know. It is our Bueller, yeah.
Bueller. Bueller.
Come back.
Come back.
We've done so well so far.
we need you.
There's an orca up ahead. They need you to kill it.
Oh, God.
It's
We
bad,
need
I
your
know, right?
broomstick.
I regret nothing.
I hope not. Oh no.
Obi-Wan. You are our only hope.
Oh my gosh. Oh, you guys make my day. Jeez.
Also,
Wait,
I
he's still in roll 20, I wonder.
Okay,
He's
that's
still- yeah.
really
Yeah.
weird. Come back.
also
It's just an echo.
It is at this
Cool.
Alright,
point.
since everyone's doing it.
Yeah, we totally lost him.
They
Problem is,
got
once-
him!
Once his internet reconnects, he's going to have like 50 pings.
Ding, 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 yeah. It'd just be a cacophony of things. Be like, oh no.
also, I realized something. The dwarf's last name started the same letter, and the two girls' last names started the
They
same
do
letter.
not. They do. What the
They do
heck?
not.
Oh my god.
You nerds. Oh my gosh.
Yep. You nerds.
I love it so much. Okay, well, I tell you what. While we wait on him to reconnect, does anybody need to go take a quick break?
Yeah, okay, I'm
Oh,
back.
yay!
Oh.
Yay!
Oh.
Yeah, but the power kind of blinked in and out just long enough for my internet to turn off.
Oh, that's
Oh.
dope.
Not even my computer, just the internet. Just the modem.
Oh, jeez. Well, we're glad you're back.
So am I.
Everyone's
Yeah.
dead. So.
Everyone's
Oh,
dead, yeah. And now you have to fight Vecna again. Yes.
You can do it.
I told you not to
Okay.
mention the high rolls. This
I
is what
shoot him in the balls.
He has
The Orcus killed us, okay?
Yeah, everything's dead.
The
Um,
orcas.
no,
And
we
you
were
are to
doing.
fight the balls of Vecna. Would you have to cut off to put them on?
Oh gosh.
Oh my god.
Oh, Jesus. This episode today.
Oh Lord
I
Almighty,
mean,
yes.
this session.
It's an episode. We can say that, sure. Oh,
We
so
need
we
to
were
laugh
doing.
after the last CR game. We
I
need
know,
it.
I
Yeah, it's
know.
true.
Yeah.
We were rolling survival. What did you get for that?
A survival.
Yes, you're all
Why are
kind
we
of
rolling
looking
survival?
because we're looking at the ground. You guys want to see if there's a scuffle.
Oh, right.
Alrighty.
Yeah, not great this time.
Okay. What was the total on that?
That's a 10.
Okay, 10 total. All right. Those of you, well, actually, I think I'm trying to look at the numbers here again. Okay, so really only Ulrin.
Ooh.
You managed to see that there is age on these tracks. So they were not here together. The tracks that are newer are the ones with all the little legs and the tails.
Oh!
Yeah.
Oh no. All right, now,
Creepy
now my point stands. Breach and clear.
And the older one is the
Is
big
the
boot
larger booted. A decent guess would probably be that is the half orc you're looking for.
Well, how long was he gone? We knew that, right?
He was like 3-4 days ahead of us.
Yes.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're
Oh, those are new tracks.
and these are fresh.
yeah. And
Oh.
the ones that are there that are probably his, it's a decent guess, that are Atiian's, are roughly 3 days old. You don't forget he's also a mage.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
Oh, yeah.
conventional travel maybe isn't necessary for him.
That's
And he's quite
Because magic.
magic, exactly.
Because magic.
These other tracks that you most definitely recognize from last night's battle are maybe a day and a half old.
Well,
the
maybe
most.
we're lucky and it's the same person that attacked us.
Yeah.
Yeah, Oren, if you tell me this, I'm like testing the weight of the door to see if I can just shove it open.
Yeah.
Like,
I'll just kind of sit up and like grab my shield and like just get into the war stance and just be like, I think we have some creepy crawlies.
Ew.
Okay.
And then I'll look over towards Neuraxis and give him like a nod.
Okay. Neuraxis, the door is wide enough for the smallest of the party members. It's ajar enough, but you will have to give it a shove. So why don't you make a strength check for me?
sure. Just straight strength, not athletics or anything.
Yeah, just straight strength.
Oh god.
Oh, okay. All
I'm too
right.
big for this
Aw.
corridor.
If your size was ever a
Wow.
disadvantage.
Yeah.
Yeah, you shove and you put your shoulder into it and you're straining and you can feel your muscles start to stretch and it budges about 2 inches and doesn't go any further.
Frickin' doors, right?
Oh,
Oh
no.
God, no!
Can I get up there and give it a shove as well?
If the
Has
two
anyone
of
got a
you...
crowbar? That might be.
Yeah.
This is a
Can I
big
assist?
stone door. You
Can I
can
assist
assist.
this?
Yeah, I will have you both roll again. Go ahead
Okay.
with the assistance you can roll. Yeah.
That's a bit better.
A little bit better, yeah.
12?
Okay.
Yeah, 12.
Combined, you managed to just get that thing open enough to where you can squeeze through. You might have to suck it in a little bit to get through there.
Doors.
Yeah,
Ugh.
doors. And you do, both of you actually feel your armor protest a little bit. So you might have to double check that when you get a moment just to make sure that it's,
boy.
Proper, still okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. No lasting damage, but you might have dented anything pretty. So
Aw.
just fair warning about that.
Can
All
you-
right.
You
Doors. They
jam a
get you
pipe in
every
there and
time.
keep it open, because I don't want to have to pull that again to get out.
Alright, does it look like it's like free moving, or does it look like it's not gonna move?
It's not going to move. No,
Okay.
the two of you.
I kind of figured if both of us
yeah.
couldn't
Jammed
pull it,
it
it's probably not
midway.
gonna shut.
Yeah, the two of
Okay,
you
good.
shoving with all of your might barely got this thing to budge. And it made that awful grinding sound as you opened it,
Oh.
and you heard that echo down the hallway in front of you.
Woo!
Well, I guess stealth is out of the question.
Yep.
Let's
So,
go.
Yeah.
allow us to move to a new map.
Yay.
Oh.
New map,
It's
new
killing
map.
time.
Okay. So, here you all are. You can move yourselves around as much as you want within what you can see. So, in this tomb, and you are very much now probably in a tomb. It is silent.
Well,
It is still.
we're
If you didn't
supposed to be in a
know-
tomb, so that's
right.
good.
And if you didn't know where you were, yeah, you most definitely understand it now. It is as silent as the grave, as the saying goes. It smells like dust and decay and cold stone. And you aren't miles underground, but the dead silence, the chill in the air, and the sense of dread hanging around you, you might as well be miles underground. The floor tiles and the walls, as you look around, are mostly intact. Clearly from a different era, maybe even from a different culture. You do not recognize any of this stonework from Ank'Harel or anything you've seen in Marquet. And even more eerie, as you look down, every single tile on the floor has a skull carved into it.
Wow.
So it is not completely flat here. And as you do look, there is an exit west and an exit north. And you can see in here. You can see. There is a dull light emanating from no source that you can find.
Okay.
Well, this is delightful.
History or like a religion check on everything, because like who has
Oh.
skulls on the floor?
Dwarf stone, because it's work stone, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I guess. I'll
The
do
dwarves could make stone cutting. Like, you could do history
stone
checks.
cutting history
So-
checks.
Stone cutting is we add proficiency, right?
You
Double
add
our
it twice, yeah.
Double proficiency?
Mhm.
Yeah. On a history.
Okay. I'm gonna roll
That's
it
not
this time
bad.
because that's intriguing.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Could I roll a religion
Wow.
check?
Okay.
Yes,
so
you can do
with
that,
double
most definitely.
proficiency, that would go up to 10.
Yeah, is religion
Terrible.
also play into this? Because I could do religion as well.
If you would rather do religion, you could do that. Yes, that's
Oh,
fine.
I got 17 in religion.
I'll just do
17.
history.
Okay.
She can do religion.
Okay. This stonework is not Marquesian. The
Gross.
architecture here, the color of the stone is different. It's this odd gold tan color. the stone in Ank'Harel is almost sandstone colored, so there's lighter variations of this, but this is almost vibrantly gold and tan. It is also, if you look at the floor, those of you, well, Ulrin and Alicia, you look at the floor, there's very little sand in here. And it looks ancient. This is unrecognizable to you.
So
Anything.
someone unsealed an ancient tomb that's connected to the other unsealed ancient tomb that we were in,
This is great, you guys.
where there might be artifacts connected to each other. This is all just great. This is going to go just great.
I'm sure
Well-
nothing bad's gonna happen.
Does the stonework and stuff look familiar to the last tomb we were in, or is it like like the same time period maybe, or like the same like interior decorator was hired to do like, you know?
The architecture in the Tomb of the Architect was it almost was dwarven in a way. It reminded you, it was very geometric. It was very organized. This is the very opposite of that.
Ooh.
Oh.
There are 2 columns you will see as you guys are moving around. There are 2 columns in front of you here. These are, ping, there we go. Anytime you see those on the map, those are columns, just so you know.
Yeah.
They are roughly 8 feet tall. The ceilings in here are about 12 feet tall, and they are both completely intact.
Feel so short.
We are.
Is there anything like on them, or are they just like
They're
smooth?
smooth, solid stone.
They're not like covered in skulls. Okay.
No. And
like,
you
is
fell
there-
into a trap. No, they're totally smooth.
It's like, is there a theme? It's just
No, they look like someone's idea of a decorative vase.
Oh gosh.
Right.
I mean, I'll try this door porthole
Okay.
thing.
All right. That door, if you push on it, go ahead and make a strength check for me.
Oh god.
Oh, Jesus.
You can do it.
I
Believe in you.
thing is, I should be good at these. That's the worst part.
It's always the stuff that
There we
you're
go.
good at that's like, oh nope.
Yeah. Pretty much.
I've limbered up now. I've got.
Okay, look at that. All right. Yep.
The cobwebs.
The door
Oh, yeah,
gives
yeah.
with almost no effort. It just pushes straight open, completely silently.
Hi. That's
And-
not creepy at all.
And you do, man. Let me get the piece of the map here open for you guys. You do see in front of you.
Huh.
Well, that's terrifying.
There's insects. What the?
All right. So, are you all headed that way, or
Yeah.
okay?
Yeah.
All right.
I guess.
All right. Just making sure.
In
Let
the
me
like
get my-
normal order, I guess.
Is there? So there's another door up north. That's a door.
Yeah.
There are. Hold on just a second because I just messed up my mouse.
There's one there, and I
Yeah.
guess over here.
But it's not an open passage. There's a door there.
No, there's doors.
No, those are open.
Oh,
No, I mean this one up here.
Oh, that is a door. Yes.
Okay.
The one
Okay,
north that
yeah.
you haven't explored, yes. But the, why is it every time? I've done this before, you guys. My pointer gets messed up and it doesn't let me. How do I get it from reveal areas to my cursor
oh,
again?
You just click on the thing on the left.
yeah. You need to click back on the one that looks like an arrow, or hover over it
Yeah.
and make it select move.
I did
Yep,
that,
yep.
and it's still giving me the 4-way crosshatch.
That is really
well,
weird.
that's weird.
Come on, goofy thing. All right. Well, anyways, I'll fix it here in a second. It'll be, there we go. That's better. That did it. My computer hesitates sometimes. Okay, so these areas that I'm pinging here for you that
Right.
look like they're covered in probably cobwebs
Yep.
are open, but you do see, Neuraxis would be able to see out a little bit. You do see a room ahead of you, but the detail is hard to make out because it is darker. This room you're in, however, is interesting to say the least. If you want to move, are you moving through, or are you all just standing in front of the door?
But I wanted to like.
Well,
like,
I mean,
open it
the
up
Rexus
a
is
lot.
kind of in the way, so
I can't even see, so I can
Okay.
see past his legs.
Yeah, I can spot
Yeah,
slugs.
yeah.
Okay.
I guess I'll go in.
All right.
But it was, open it, there's nothing immediately attacking us, check both corners, and then take a step in.
Okay. Fair
I'll
enough.
step in too.
All right.
As
As you
after.
as you step into the room, you see immediately more columns, just like the ones outside. Nothing carved on them. They are solid stone. And the statues here appear to be animals of some kind. They're carved out of a different type of stone than the rest of the room.
Are they cats with snake neck?
They are not. They are not those things.
I mean, are they also snakes? That's the other. Like,
No, actually, they all, and they're not unrecognizable. You have seen these types of things in carvings and books before. They look similar to a sphinx.
Oh.
They have distinctive, front paws of a cat, human heads, bodies that look feline or something of the like, and then there are folded wings on the back of them. But Neuraxis, the minute you stepped in to the room, the 3 cold braziers in the back of the room flare to life.
Of course.
Oh.
well, okay,
Tisha,
everybody.
did you do that?
Whoa.
No, I didn't do that.
Ulrin, did you want to move in, or were you checking that door?
Yeah, I was gonna say, could I like listen to this other door, like see if there's something on the other side?
Perception check.
Sweet. Oh god, that's a 1.
Oh, well, now.
I don't hear.
You don't hear anything. It's a cold stone door, and it's
Do we hear Russ over
silent
there?
as the grave.
All right, I'm gonna take a python or pitten and like kind of put it in the wall to where opening the door would be more difficult
Okay.
from the other side.
All right.
And then I'm gonna run back and kind of catch up with the group.
Well, does it open outward or inward though?
The
yeah,
one,
good.
the one that Neuraxis opened inward.
Okay.
So this one, fuck.
Plan change.
I mean, it was a good idea, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you could
Come
carve your
over.
name in the wall if you wanted to, but you know. that's-
Ulrin was here.
yeah.
That's fine. Whatever. Fuck that door.
I mean,
I'll
Alicia, you're good with magic things. I mean, the only thing that I might try is to see if I can like put one out with prestidigitation.
It's up to you guys what you want to do, yeah. They're just softly glowing. They're not like spitting flaming skulls or anything at you, so
I say that, yeah, I'm from Draconia. Like magic, like that's like street lighting. That's not
Yeah.
like, oh, cool, lights that turn on. Great. Like, I mean, I guess I'll meander forward trying to get a better look at what's in this like dark expanse.
sure. Okay.
They're like motion sensing lamps.
Yeah.
Yeah, as you
Let's
move
hope.
forward,
I'll go along too.
as you move forward, Neuraxis, you begin to see the end of this piece of the tunnel. Let me get this revealed here for you guys. It's a very large room that is now far more roughly built than the ones you were just in. It almost has a cave type appearance to it, and there's far more sand in there.
Is that circle visible, or is it like?
It is partially hidden under the sand, and it tends to, unfortunately the map does not allow me to do that, but it looks like, hold on just a second, let me do this. It looks like the edge of a carving in the floor.
A carving?
Yeah.
Dwarves, come here.
I'll be an idiot and walk forward and do a history check on it.
Okay.
Like if I can.
Actually, yeah, as you get closer to it,
Well,
Alicia,
I'm gonna
the
die.
runes on the floor. No, you're not gonna die. The runes on the floor start to shift in your vision.
Uh-oh.
And suddenly,
Oh.
hold on a second now. Suddenly, in halfling,
Wait, what?
Oh, it's magic reader friendly stuff.
yeah, it is.
I can't read halfling.
No, not halfling. Sorry, gnome.
No, thank God.
No, sorry about that. No. I had my notes wrong. That's my bad.
Yeah.
You're both little, doggone it.
We're all little.
I do have comprehend languages, so I could technically read it.
But in gnomish,
Yeah.
it reads, in weakness, strength, in madness, sanity, in defeat, victory, seek not treasure, but eternal glory.
Noraxus like the sound of this.
I was gonna write it down, but I didn't get everything.
While she's writing,
I can send it to you.
Send it to me, please.
I can send it to you. Yeah, give me just a second.
also,
I'll send it all to you. Yeah. And
Okay.
actually, I will say, as you guys do that, or as you step into the room, it
Sound
all
like quickly.
shifts. It shifts into languages you all know.
Right.
So
nice.
you're
So
all
common.
able to read it.
I do want to ask one question.
Uh-huh.
Does it become draconic or infernal? Because one of those.
Becomes
Would be awkward.
draconic.
Okay.
Yeah.
There
It
it
was-
is. I just put it in
Thank
the
you.
chat. You're welcome.
Yeah. Everyone can read it, so.
Everyone can read it in there. So for the dwarves, it's in dwarvish.
Yeah.
For
And
it's
Torkel
never
looks at it
in
and
common.
And he scratches his beard and is like, well, what if we are looking for one person? Should we look for a crowd?
That's actually a very good point.
We are a
Maybe-
crowd. Where is the one person?
Maybe we should stop looking for him and then we'll find him.
Sure.
I don't know.
It's
Just-
just for sake of knowledge of the room, it's a fairly large circle. It's about 8 feet across, and the runes glow only when you look at them. When it shifts so that you can read it. But you had to get into the room for that to happen.
I'll do a Arcana or history check on it. Or religion, what you want, or investigation.
Yeah, it could go a few ways. Do Arcana, because it's clearly magical.
Yeah.
Fucking hell. It's a 1.
Oh no, okay. It's
I
magical.
don't know. Magical. Hey guys, it's magic.
It's old magic.
Probably. I don't know.
it's an old code, but it checks
It's
out.
old magic, yeah. Does anyone... And let me reveal the rest of this now that you've stepped into the room here.
Ooh.
I'm all about this. I want everything it's offering. I'm all about this.
There is a tunnel
Madness.
that goes this way, this direction, but the room does end. These are clearly walls
Right.
around the room. The circle does nothing as you approach it.
It's just there, and
It's there, yeah.
What if you stand right in the middle?
Yeah.
Oh,
I was gonna say.
She's like,
it was
sure,
gonna
yeah.
It was gonna
Okay.
be you or me.
Yeah.
One of the
Okay, all right.
I'm smart, but not really wise. Okay. Just
Okay.
answer.
Plus you rolled a 1, so...
Alicia,
Yeah.
as you step into the circle, energy swirls around you. There is a
Oh, shit.
flash that blinds all of you,
oh man.
and when it fades, she is holding in her hands a scimitar.
Ooh.
What the fuck is going
What the-
on? Wait, how big is it?
It's a
Proportion to
big
me?
weapon. It's a big weapon.
Excellent.
Yeah, it's a big weapon, and it is glowing, faintly, but glowing, and the energy off of it is vibrating your whole body.
What? Someone? What happened?
You tell me.
Can you step out of the circle again?
I try to go out.
Okay, you go out with nothing happens to you, but the scimitar remains.
I'm looking at that sword like
Aw.
Smaug in his hoard, just like
I do have have a spell called Identify, but it says it costs 100 gold points. Do we want to use it now?
No.
I
I don't know.
can cast Identifies without like components and everything.
I give it to
Artificer.
Olrin.
It's a
I
hard
give
part,
it-
yeah.
Yeah, I give it to Olrin. Here.
Okay.
Right.
Like looking over his shoulder at it, like, what is it? What does it do? What does it do? Like,
That's because can I give it to Olrin? Can I?
I step in. I want to try.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, Jesus.
Russian roulette of magical weapons.
You step in,
no.
and nothing happens.
oh, okay.
The energy seems to have been expended. All right, so Olrin, are you
I get-
identifying?
Yeah, I'm gonna
Okay.
just
What's the
kneel down.
casting time on that?
Let me see. Let me pull it up.
Something weird for the artificer, isn't it?
Yeah, you can cast it as a ritual without requiring components and everything.
Okay,
So I'm
Okay.
guessing 10 minutes.
10 minutes if it's, 10 minutes
While he
if
does
it's an action. Yeah, I really should look that up. You can do that if you want to.
While he does that, I have because I'm a rock gnome, I have Artificer's Lore, which means whenever I make an intelligence history check related to magic items, alchemical objects, or technical devices, I can add twice my proficiency bonus. Could I do a magic history check on it, magical,
Yeah, go ahead and do that.
while
A
he
little
identifies?
lawkeeper. Yay.
Oh, I rolled an 18, plus then history, so it means it's 30 because I have 6 as a
Gee,
Wow.
No, not 30, not 30. I was wrong. I was wrong.
that's
Is it just
30
double your
minus-
proficiency?
34, so 26.
Still.
proficiency.
Still.
Yes.
Still.
Good.
Oh,
I rolled 18.
Wow.
I have
Okay.
a 19.
It's like my attack rolls.
You actually, it's funny because you look down at this sword and you're like, oh, wait a second. I've heard of weapons like this before. They have a bonus to them. You don't know what they're called, but you've heard of weapons like this. They're not intelligent, but they have this ability to where if you score a good hit on your enemy, it rewards you.
nice.
So
Yes, my
let
precious.
me
Alexis, are you okay?
He's just drooling on the back of my head, just like
No, it's you can see his left hand is wrapped so tightly around the amulet that obviously his knuckles don't go white because he's a big green scaly man, but it's the Dragonborn equivalent.
it's the equivalent.
So I am actually going to put the weapon card in here for you guys.
Okay,
As
so
she
did
manages to identify it. You can continue if you want the exact details. You can continue, but she's got a pretty good lock.
All right, I'll just seeing her just kind of be like, oh yeah, it's
We
this.
can continue to identify it because we don't know if there's any
If
Okay.
it's
negative
broken.
effects.
Before
Negative
I
effects or...
before I start identifying it, I'm gonna tell you guys to check out the rest of the room and just watch out.
Yeah, I'll watch the
Okay.
And
corridor.
then I will go
Ooh.
to my knees.
What the hell?
Yeah, it's
It's a
the
cutlass.
Cutlass of the Crashing Waves.
Ooh.
Oh.
It does require attunement.
Oh God.
Damn.
Shit.
But, question. All
That's
creatures
pretty
that
sweet.
Includes allies.
That includes
includes
allies.
allies, yeah.
Yep. You have to pay a price.
It's a con save though. That's not bad.
It's not high DC. Oh.
And it's a scimitar.
It's
It's a curved sword.
It's a sword, yeah. It's a pretty decent sized sword. It's a pretty decent sized weapon. But yeah, you know instantly that if you were to score a solid hit, a crit on an enemy, everybody in range except you is going to have to make a con save or get knocked prone.
I do not want this sword, okay? Someone else take it.
Once you
Use it either.
I moved
But
it
yeah,
down
I'll read.
into the handouts section here for you guys.
That's the I can use it, but I'm more of a big two-handed boy.
Yeah.
I think
Like-
it's a bit too big for me.
Yeah, it's big.
This isn't a finesse weapon, is it?
A scimitar is, yeah.
Scimitar, yeah.
Oh.
Oh, it is?
I thought
think
it. Well, finesse is versatile. It's
It's finesse. It's the dex one.
Yeah.
okay.
I
Then
have a very
actually-
good one.
I don't think it is. I can hear page turning.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
Sorry.
I wanted to double check just to
Yeah.
actually let me.
No, I can't use it at all.
it is scimitar. Yeah, it's light and finesse.
Oh.
Oh.
Strength
I
for
mean-
dex and ideal for two-weapon fighting.
So it'll do.
Nice.
I'll put that in there too. I forgot to add that, but it will do one d6 of slashing damage, and then it has that crit bonus to it. So you have this sword now, and it does require attunement. So keep that in mind.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what would you like to do with it?
Well, if it's finesse, I guess either me or our ranger could use it if we get stuck in melee.
That's true. You and Hazel.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Can I use it like this? I mean, I'm proficient in
Or
it,
would-
but is it too
would
big?
Ulrin like it?
No, I prefer hammers.
Yeah.
It's kind of a personal.
Well, I like hammers, but in the forge.
That's that. Like, it might be good for Torquil if his gun explodes. It might be good for Hazel if someone tries to stab her in the face. Like,
Well, you
Like
guys.
my hammer.
You can have it, Torquil. I don't mind. I have my daggers and my bow.
Oh, okay.
It will take a short
Wow.
rest to attune to it.
Yeah, I don't think I want to take the time to attune right now,
yeah.
Okay.
but
you do
yeah, I'll
have it.
take it, I guess.
All right. So you have this sword now, and you have a passageway forward. I see Neuraxis that you moved up a little bit.
Yeah, while he was identifying, I was just
Sure.
making sure no snake people
No,
were going to
you
run
do
in.
see a hallway that looks like it's going to open up into another room. This is an awkward map, so I have to like reveal it piece by piece here.
I think
we
the map
go.
looks awesome.
Yeah.
This is
Alright.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Thanks. And as you start to move forward, you realize you're in a short corridor that leads to another set of rooms. And you can see, Neuraxis, you can see a bit of hallway up ahead as well. So you see points where this looks like it breaks off into rooms or caverns or you're not sure what.
Yeah, okay. Well,
Reveal a little bit more of that there.
hold on to your new sword and follow me, I guess.
Okay.
No, wait, no, there's no I guess. He's a big giant soldier. He's like, yep, this way, and just sets off.
Okay.
Does this look different than the architecture of like the entrance? The
Yes.
first couple rooms, like
It
this
is-
looks more natural.
This is more natural. It has
But
the
still,
appearance of constructed, but not to the detail of the two rooms you walked into. Yeah.
Okay.
The floors here are definitely still covered in tiles. You don't see as many skulls on them, and there's more sand here, and the walls are definitely more rough hewn.
Does it look like the tracks came in here, or can we tell?
It's so covered in sand.
Yeah,
It's hard to tell. And as you guys have been moving around, you're walking over sand you've walked on, and
Okay.
it's getting to be difficult.
All right.
What the hell is that?
Oh!
All right. So as you move into this room, on the left-hand side, you see it ends very quickly. The room probably only goes about 10 feet in, And there's more sand here. The floor tiles start to look more broken. And there is a cold stone statue of a woman holding a bowl and she's regarding the room.
I don't want to walk in front of her gaze, but I'm assuming she's looking at the only way to get out of here.
We could,
I kind of want to walk in front of her.
Maybe we'll get another sword.
Yeah.
Uh,
Like, I want to know what it is. So I'm an idiot again.
can we go
Yeah.
check?
Here's
All
just
right.
all go.
I'm like so
I
carefully
love
looking
it.
forward, and these tiny
As she
little feet
sees
just
it,
like scamper
I love
past.
it.
Hazel steps up too behind her.
Oh
Okay.
God.
All right.
And you're smaller than me, so
You know, you could just
Yep.
walk up to it on the side, like Ulrin did,
I
and
can't.
not straight in the front of it.
There
I'm not very
is
wise, okay?
the statue is made out of, you recognize now, the same stone as the sphinxes in the first big room.
Oh, that's probably fine.
It's a darker stone.
It's probably fine.
It doesn't move. It doesn't try to bite you. It doesn't do anything. There is writing at the base of the statue, however, that Neuraxis can read
No.
because it's in Draconic.
Okay,
Yeah.
not
Yes.
the other one. Okay, that's
So at the base,
The other one I
Neuraxis,
can read, so.
at the base of it, it says, "May Atiian light your way." Tian.
okay.
Can I do a
Is that a-
religion check?
Yeah, say is
Can
that
I
a
do a
Dragonborn
religion check?
thing, or is that?
Yeah,
Assuming-
anyone who wants to try to recall that name can make a religion check.
What if we're not proficient?
You can still do it. You just
Okay.
won't get your score. You won't have a proficiency added to it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just gonna suck.
22.
Okay.
Who knows?
You never know. Oh snap!
Damn! Who needs proficiency, right?
I was literally going to say, if you roll a 20, your proficiency won't matter. Damn, okay. You guys rolled like
We know.
really well. Wow. Okay. To
When-
those
when
of
we don't
you
need it.
without the natural 20, Atiian does not sound familiar. However, Torkel, for some reason, maybe he ran across it in a book. Maybe
probably.
who knows where he picked this up at, but it sounds like a priest he read about from old Marquet. You remember
Like,
Atiian, you remember
Atiian is a priest.
a priest with that name, and something to do with Marquet millennia ago.
Oh. Like some kind of prophet, maybe?
Maybe
Or-
a zealot,
Yeah.
I'd guess.
But it was
I'm like,
almost
right.
it was almost
Yeah,
a
of course, of
footnote in
course.
what you were reading. Yeah, there's no, to your recognition, no recorded history other than this footnote in a book one time that you remember reading. Yeah.
I'm like, right, Atiian, of course. I don't know who that is, but I know the name. It rings a bell.
They're a priest.
What?
Okay.
Hmm.
Hey, Ulrin, maybe you'll get a statue one day. He just sort of shrugs.
I just roll my eyes and look at continue inspecting the statue.
Okay, that's really
Okay.
all there
So I
is
guess, yeah,
to
I'll-
it.
I'll-
Yeah.
Proceed to
Yeah.
the intersection.
Okay, let me go ahead and get that revealed for you.
Atiian.
Atiian.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh.
Okay.
All right, so this room directly behind you has another one of those statues. It looks exactly like the one from the room across. They are directly facing each other.
I'll read the footnote just to, like...
Yeah.
It says the same thing.
Okay.
Hmm.
Okay.
And
exact same
what about
thing.
that pile of rock there?
That, if you go over and inspect it, go ahead and do an
Yep.
investigation check for me.
Good old dwarves and stones.
Yep. Again, with no proficiency, 15.
Okay. This looks like someone had been digging here recently.
Ooh.
And they started to carve into the wall directly behind that pile back in here. Like, looks like they started to carve into it, and then for some reason stopped and just piled the stone there.
Could I go over on the other side and see, like, maybe find out why they would have stopped?
Yeah, you can squeeze around that. You can squeeze
Point.
around that rock pile, and there are definitely marks of tools there, even claws. And then they got about 3 inches into the wall and then quit. And then it looks like they moved a little bit down the wall, like a foot or two, and then carved again and then quit.
Looking for something, maybe?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Does it look like anything maybe like was found or removed or something, or is just marks in the stone?
It's just carvings and marks in the stone where they were digging and chiseling out. You get the feeling that if they stopped, they didn't find what they were looking for.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I guess Atiian didn't like that way too much. Whatever the hell does that mean?
Well, there's only one way to find out, I guess. If they're supposed to light our way and they're at the start of this path.
Well, there was the other room from the beginning.
Yeah, there's
True,
this
but
room back here.
you wouldn't be passing through their light to go down and around.
True. Up there then?
I guess.
So you're headed up, north?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. I need all of you to make wisdom saving throws.
Oh no!
Oh, Jesus.
Oh.
Woo! Wisdom.
Oh. Wisdom save. Oh,
Oh!
21.
Natural 20.
Oh, snap.
Oh.
Yay!
Cleric.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Fuck.
There goes the nat one.
And he has a magic sword now. Oh, no.
Oh no!
Okay.
Is it
Did not
talking
tune
to you?
to it.
All right. Hold on. Below a 15.
Oh.
You take, hold on a second,
Oh boy.
2 points of psychic damage.
Okay.
And you see in your mind this. Faces
Oh.
flash. Wide, bulging eyes, cheeks that are turning red from exertion, strained mouths, gasping for air, and a horrible sucking noise like a death rattle. They look scared, no, terrified. And then they all look at you, and as one voice, they scream. All of you who took that damage and saw that, you are knocked prone.
I have a question.
Yes.
What's this magic?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because I have saving.
Yeah, I'm
I have
pretty sure.
advantage on intelligence, wisdom, and charisma saving throws against magic.
It was magic. So make your
I
roll
am
again.
prone.
It was one more. I got a 9 now, so it didn't really help.
You did not. No, it still saw this. You are, those of you who got hit with this, you are all flat on your backs. You are gasping for air, and you look up at your companions. I will say, though, anyone who suffered that vision, you have advantage on the next time you have to roll initiative.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Because we're already on edge.
Yeah.
So keep that in mind for when you have to roll that.
Okay.
Okay.
Are you guys okay?
No.
What happened?
Shit.
What the hell?
Just screaming faces. Nothing to worry about, right?
Screaming
normal.
face.
Maybe we shouldn't go that way.
Screaming
Let's
face.
Let's continue.
What are you talking about?
I didn't see
Norax,
anything.
You don't put defenses like that on something that's not important.
Yeah, you don't warn that you're gonna die asphyxiated if you're not gonna die asphyxiated.
Let's just. I vote for continue because.
Okay. Moving forward?
Yep.
All right.
Yeah.
Move forward. There is another hallway, another split. It splits off to the left
Ooh.
and to the right.
Is that just a pile of trash? What is...
As you approach it, it is a pile of books.
Uh-oh.
Oh, I run forward.
Swan dives into the pile of books.
Yeah.
Scrooge McDuck, just...
Yeah,
Yes.
Scrooge McBooks.
I don't learn.
Oh, gnomes.
No. No, I think sages actually.
Well, yes,
Yeah.
that's true.
I think it's more there.
All right. The books are in a big pile. They're completely unorganized. Some of them look water damaged or just eroded from time. And there are roughly, if you do a quick count, maybe 80 to 90 here books in this big pile.
Can I do an
80 to
investigation?
90?
Hey, can I get the bag of holding over here?
Are you just taking all of them?
Yes.
Oh my god.
We never know what you have use for books, okay?
True.
Alright.
She'll have plenty
Full information for them.
of
make
time
an
where we're
investigation?
not going to get stabbed.
Can I do the investigation check first to see if
Before
I...
you just pack all these books, maybe look if there's some
Can I detect
signs
magic?
that they've been read recently.
You can detect magic if you would like, yes.
Like maybe our mage friend that we're looking for had been studying them and put them there in a pile.
What, he just emptied his bag of holding on the floor.
His library bag of holding.
Yeah, I would like to detect magic
Maybe
on
those
it.
are all the books that you
do-
didn't keep because they're useless.
Never call a book useless, okay?
Uh-oh.
Never.
Uh-oh, there's going to be a fight. Hold on.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, if you want to detect magic, you can do that.
Yeah, I'll detect magic on the books.
Okay. Yeah, there was magic here. Some kind of... actually, you recognize it. I forgot about this. You recognize it from what Leora did when she revealed Atiian's journal. It's an illusionary script
Oh.
type of spell. Do you open one up, or...
Yeah.
Okay.
I take the closest one that says the least damage.
Okay, it's blank.
Completely?
Yep,
Take another one?
blank.
Is it blank?
Need magic to read them, I guess.
Well, read magic implies that there's something to read in the first place.
Yes. That's what I was thinking. We don't have time to go through it.
You get the feeling that this was perhaps not so much to hide, but to erase.
Yeah, it was.
Ooh. Told ya.
That's not good.
I still want to take them though, in
Yeah,
case
'cause that can be undone.
She just starts
Yeah,
throwing
yeah.
books over her shoulder.
Yes.
I'm just gonna be like,
I have
this one, that one, this one, that
Yeah. Blank, 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 blank.
as she's throwing books at me.
Yeah, she's just a duck. And you'll take some bludgeoning damage if you don't move. Yeah.
And I'm watching this and I'm like, yeah, that's probably exactly what the mage did here.
Yeah.
And how they got into a pile.
We do have the perfect place to take them, though. A big library full of wizards, and we're going to take them
And-
books
Oh,
that
they
have
would
been
be
damaged by
delighted
magic.
with empty
Yeah.
books, I'm sure.
And the fact that I'm actually building up my own library and I need books.
What, in the bag of holding? What?
First, yes, and then at home.
He takes 10-minute trips into the bag of holding and just reads.
Oh my god!
Stays in there.
It's like a nook. It's like a library, a little reading nook.
We'll know what's up
That
with
does
this.
sound
Uses it.
awesome, to be honest. I want that
It
in real
sounds
life.
so awesome, and I want
It's
it.
a pocket dimension reading nook.
Oh my gosh.
Great.
Holy shit.
You realise what she's doing when she squeezes a chair in there? To like,
Like there's like assorted tea in there all of a sudden. I'm like, what the hell?
The bag of holding library.
All right. Well, here's what we're going to do, guys. As she looks through those books and realizes they're all blank, let's take a quick break. And
Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
let's take a 5-minute break real fast. And then we will pick up right here. So
Yeah.
go get your snacks and all that stuff in about 5 minutes. Okay, guys?
All right.
Alrighty.
sure.